Hi everyone, so my computer camera is still not working, so sorry if the video shows up small on the screen. So for this week's check-in, I want to say congratulations everyone for making it halfway through, and just an update, reminder, my internship is at a behavioral health organization that does outpatient therapy, case management, and life skills development. So for today, I did my first intake from start to finish, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about building confidence. So I knew since last week that I was going to have this intake, and I was fine until today at 15 minutes before the intake, and I started to get really nervous, and I forgot all the questions on the intake, and I forgot my username to log in to Clinic Tracker. So I just wanted to get some feedback, advice on what you guys do before you see clients, before you go to their house, before you do intakes, just to either calm yourself or ground yourself, however you think about it before you do that. I don't know why I was so nervous. I know a lot of times in my supervision before I got assigned this client, I talked about how nervous I am to hurt someone more than help them, and that's also one of my biggest fears of becoming a social worker and working one-on-one with clients or in groups, is just being so nervous that I could say something that might trigger them. I myself might be a trigger depending on what the topics are, or sometimes I make facial expressions, I can't hide that. So just some feedback would be great on how you guys ground yourself, so I could try to do that. If you guys were nervous your first time doing one-to-one or groups, and if there is something that you've talked about in supervision that was helpful, my supervisor says that there isn't a way to mess people up, which I wasn't sure I felt better about, but in a way I kind of did. Another thing that we had talked about before the session was just being completely honest with them and saying, this is my first time doing a full intake. If I do have any questions, my supervisor is right next door to come in and help, and anytime during our session that you feel like you're not getting what you need, or you feel like I'm not understanding you, also to bring that up. And I did tell the client that I also don't have all the answers, so if I don't have an answer, I will certainly tell him that. I'm not going to make something up just to make it seem like I know what I'm doing. So I think that because this is my first time working with the mental health population, and this particular client also has substance abuse, and also his family member has a history of suicides, I think that I was nervous to go in because I didn't know what to expect. But now going through the intake and having met him and met his wife and talked to him more about what he feels like he needs, the intake went really great, and he was really upfront and honest, and I look forward to working with him and learning the skills that I need to work with the mental health population, as well as grieving and substance abuse. So just any feedback you guys might have on building confidence, things you talked about in supervision time to help you build confidence or be less nervous or ground yourself before you meet with a new client or do an intake or go into a situation where you feel uncomfortable, would be great. I look forward to your feedback, and thank you.